Hi, this is Sasha. Is this meeting still happening or did I miss something? I see only one person on the call.
You talking to me?
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. I wasn't sure if the meeting was happening or not.
Melissa, you're muted. I think you said hi, but
7:30. Yes, hi.
Hello.
I guess, yeah, we got lots of people tonight. So I will call the meeting to order, 7:31. Do we have any public participation?
Hello, this is Sasha Simone. I'm from the public.
Yep. Do you have anything to comment on or let us know anything?
Yes, I wanted to bring up the vocational school and building it in the forest instead of the recommended location.
So this is a subcommittee meeting of the Environmental Sustainability Committee. So this committee is focused on waste reduction initiatives. So it's not the full Environmental Sustainability Committee meeting. That was a few weeks ago. Our next meeting is in December. So
That's fine. I still think this is applicable to sustainability. So I would like to participate.
okay, well, we're focused on waste reduction initiatives in this meeting, just so it's clear. Anybody else from the public want to speak?
Hello, this is Paul Rybicki, 152 Parker Road. I spoke earlier at the environmental sustainability when it was the land use meeting. I was only following up tonight real briefly to ask two questions. Is the next meeting focusing on land use, when will that be?
I don't know if that's been put on the calendar yet. That's another group of people that manages that. So should be sometime in December, early December probably. Just have to take a look out, keep a lookout on the town calendar.
No problem, I can do that because I just was going to point out to them that the updated biomap 2 has indicating that the only forest core habitat that we have in the whole city of the highest regard is the area subject to being cut down.
Okay,
So I just was going to note that at the next meeting.
okay. And who made that distinction?
Well, it's the Massachusetts biomap 2 core habitat.
Okay,
They have different types of habitat, and the habitat that they're showing there is called forest core, the highest caliber. I'm not an expert in that area. I easily could follow up with an email at the next land use meeting. I just want to go on the record so everybody knows what's really at stake on that hill, you know?
yeah,
So, and I get tonight, you're totally on waste reduction. Tonight is not land use focus. So I appreciate you letting me speak for a minute.
yeah, no problem. Anybody else? Okay, so we need to approve the minutes from our last subcommittee meeting, October 27th. Motion to approve.
so moved.
Tiana?
Yes.
I'm a yes, okay. Approved. I can share the agenda. I thought of like a bunch of other stuff to talk about that's not on the agenda, so we'll save that for later.
Sorry, Melissa, are you taking notes for the minutes or do you want me to take notes?
Either way.
Go for it then, because my notepad is charging on the other side of the room, if you don't mind.
Yep. So item 4 is school waste reduction initiatives update. I see that Cheyenne is on, who's been helping with some of that. So Cheyenne and I went to the Galvin Middle School last week and did a bunch of hands-on recycling education during lunch periods. And I think it made somewhat of a difference. Just, kind of talking to the kids while they're eating and not like making a huge deal out of it, just like going around with the recycling bins and, pointing out stuff that they're eating that there could be recycled. I mean, there wasn't a lot, but, one thing that I noticed is there's a lot more styrofoam being used this year than there has been previously. So that's something that, I still need to set up a call with Dustin. That was left hanging. Cheyenne, do you have a call set up with him?
Hey Melissa, I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. I apologize if I look a little weird on my phone. I don't, I have not heard back from him in terms of the group thing, but I did hear him organizing the food rescue today as part of the holiday. But that's about it. I think he's still trying to figure out the schedule. I'm going to try to track him down later this week or probably after the holiday, as we mentioned, I think on our email.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to talk to him about all the styrofoam that's back in the cafeteria. And, I'd hopefully educate him about the town bylaws regarding styrofoam. Not sure if he's aware of them. So just, getting him up to speed on what kind of initiatives we have going on in our group and what the town bylaws are, and hopefully, understand where he's coming from as far as like not wanting to, or not being able to switch from styrofoam to something else. Other than that, I thought I was supposed to hear back on the compost grant application by Thanksgiving, but I haven't heard anything. So there was a follow-up question a couple weeks ago that I answered. So I'll have to follow up and see where we're at on that. And I think that's about it. I don't know, Cheyenne, did you want to say something about the food rescue?
Yeah, so Dustin sent an email to his whole team basically supporting the initiative. But just for the holiday as a one-time thing, we have, there could be food that's just sitting in the fridge. And so he's authorizing his team to donate them to the pantry as needed or as available. So today at literally was a Matt Dash, I just went to one school that had milk. They had 3 crates of milk. So pretty much got that and dashed it over to Arlington and donate it.
Great.
Yeah, we may have some tomorrow, but I left him a voicemail, said, because, I think it's just usually just a mad rush toward the holiday. If he gets back to me tomorrow or not, and I'll update you if there's anything for that.
So there's nothing else besides milk that we can rescue?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
But still progress.
Yeah, definitely. Better than nothing.
Mhm.
Okay, so we can follow up later on having a call with him. Great. Next item is the Chamber of Commerce Business Survey. Did we get any more responses? I don't know if it was,
I don't know if it was sent out. We still have the same 13 responses we had
yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Not sure if she sent it, and I don't want to keep asking her, but.
Sorry,
maybe we're-
what is this, the Chamber of Commerce? I didn't see that on the agenda. I'm sorry. What is it?
We created a survey to be sent out to businesses in town, asking about their participation in various waste reduction initiatives, their knowledge of the different bylaws about styrofoam and plastics, as well as their awareness of some of the other opportunities available, like with Wakefield Municipal Gas and Light for support on some of the sort of energy related initiatives. So we sent that out through the chamber a month and a half ago, maybe, but haven't gotten very many responses. So we're working on ways to get that more
And
broadly.
how did you send it out? I'm just curious. Did you send it out by email or?
The person who runs the chamber
Chamber
sent it out
to
by
all the
email.
members.
Okay, so it was sent out by email. Okay, thank you.
Yep. So we're hoping to get some more responses.
Yeah, so the health inspector, I guess the health inspector is sending it to his list, which is the same as Erin's list. I was a little bit confused, but so I can follow up with her again. All right, next item is on holiday tips for waste reduction. I know that you posted that one article that I sent you for Thanksgiving.
I was going to listen to the podcast that our friend from Republic sent, the Simplify for the Holidays. I was going to listen to that and then post it, but I kind of wanted to give it a listen first in case there was, anything particular to highlight.
Okay,
I don't know if you've. I don't
so
know
you
if you've
can
listened
post
yet.
that on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to share it on Facebook. And the article about the holiday waste reduction also we added to our program tips and resources page on the website. Jen put a few different additional things up on there this week for us. So that's on there. I know it's Thanksgiving specific, but it's also reasonably applicable to most other holidays. So.
Was it that article or something else?
I think it was the article.
That podcast was from Master Cycle, right? Yeah. Jen's podcast you're talking about?
Find the link back. Yeah, from Master Cycle.
What was it? Sorry, what was it on again?
It's called Simplify for the Holidays, but it's like a 28-minute podcast. It was one of the, if you're going to really geek out on recycling, here's, the ins and outs of what is really recyclable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be, I'm not sure a lot of people would really listen to the podcasts you posted it, so I feel like something other than a podcast may work better.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a similar thing for the December holidays, rather than
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. That similar
Yeah.
article with a couple points. Yeah,
I'm sure there's something out there.
I'll dig around.
Yeah.
And then there was a set of more generic recycling tips that, sorry, what was her name from Republic? Gretchen. That Gretchen sent that I think Sean was gonna craft into some pithy posts from her like top 10 list.
Yeah.
So we'll share those too.
Okay.
Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. This is Sasha again, but I'm looking at the agenda. And are these the meeting notes that you're typing up with the agenda?
Yes.
I don't see any mention of the question about any of the questions that were brought up about the forest.
Yeah, because that's not really applicable to this meeting, because we're talking about waste reduction specifically, so
Well, but they were brought up in their minutes, so I would like them to be added, please.
oh, yeah, I can add them under public participation. I'll do
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Um. Okay, so. Yeah, I think, I'm not sure we should share that podcast. I don't think it's really gonna be.
Okay.
Something that people are gonna,
I'll listen to it and I will gather out a few
yeah,
points.
okay.
I mean, I just as a person of the public, I walk through Wakefield every day. And one thing I do notice is that it would be great if people realize, like, when they put their recycling out, there's a lot of people that don't put covers, or they just sort of like put it out to the curb. And then on windy days or days that the weather isn't great, the recycling flies all over the place. So I don't know if that would be something that you could remind people about.
Yeah, I
if
think
that-
recycle bins with lids would certainly be an improvement.
Or just like, hey, just, as a reminder, the wind picks up the trash and the recycling. So I don't know if people even realize it,
Yeah. Um. Anything else on holiday tips? So other things, managers not anticipated, we need to talk about, volunteers. Because, Dan's starting to put together, communication to people that have already, signed up for ESC volunteering. And so we wanted, some more information from the subcommittees on what we would want volunteers to help us with in our subcommittee.
Is that for like picking up waste and things like that? Like what are you looking for volunteers?
That's what we're gonna be talking about.
Okay,
Just so it's clear, public participation is only at the beginning of the meeting, so.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So. What do we think we want volunteers to help us with?
I mean, are there things that need hands or need someone to be at a particular place? Like, we talked with the composting. wanting someone who was the sort of point person in each school, but that's sort of school specific.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, if people are, willing to help out in schools, for sure,
mhm.
use help there. Um, yeah, I did ask Erin about kind of self-reporting of non-compliance for the bylaws. Not self-reporting, but like us reporting.
Mhm.
non-compliance. Still not clear like how that process would work. So but that would be something that like they could help us with, like if they see around town that, businesses are complying, they could let us know. So I can just put that in.
Is there anything in the sort of food rescue space? Like, even if we just had sort of a set of people who, if there is a situation, like, oh, there's some crates of milk. Is anyone, if we had a broader list to be able to say, is anyone available to go grab this milk from X place and bring it to Y place today? So that's not on Cheyenne all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure Cheyenne would love the help.
I don't know how often those come up, but I could imagine we could do more of it.
Well,
Or if there are
yeah.
other places where food rescue could be happening,
Yeah,
but where it needs a runner.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm picking up kids and errands. So if you guys need me, just email me. But I heard something about food rescue.
We're
Yeah.
brainstorming ways that volunteers could help if we had volunteers. So I was thinking that potentially if there are food rescue opportunities that, where someone needs to pick something up and bring something somewhere.
Yes.
That if we had a set of volunteers, that might make it more likely we could actually be able to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. This is very noisy where I am. I apologize.
No worries. On a similar note, I was wondering, like, in the Republic presentation, the piece about cardboard recycling, and I posted about, if your building or business doesn't have recycling access, you can bring it to the yard waste site. I don't know if there would be interest in, like, by businesses or places that don't have recycling for someone who picks up their cardboard once a week and brings it to the pit. I don't know if that's something that someone would want to volunteer to do, but
Like if they're not able, or
I mean, it'd be nice if a business decided to just do that on their own.
yeah, if they don't have recycling service.
Yeah.
But they want to at least recycle cardboard. Right. We should just start our own waste hauling company.
Yeah, that's probably not the right approach.
So, I mean, they would help us out with, I know the recycling event with the representative is happening again, so, in the spring.
Mm-hmm. Are we planning to table more often at the farmer's market? I know that's now many months away, but
Yeah, we could, but I guess that's more of a general, see.
sure. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they could also help with like event planning. For example, we talked about the Gretchen or somebody in
Mm,
the library.
yeah, that'd be great. I don't know, would that be a waste? That'd be a collaboration between the waste subcommittee and the community education subcommittee.
Getting blurred now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Our meeting is next week, and I was gonna talk about that opportunity also.
oh, okay. Yeah. I guess we should maybe talk about who's doing what, so we don't, I mean, obviously you're in both committees, but I mean, we don't want like the education committee doing all the waste education, you know. If we're, the waste committee is focused on that subject, I don't know.
Sure.
Or at least, you know, collaboration. Think of anything else?
Can't think of anything else now.
Yeah, so the other thing was that recycling presentation. At the library, so I guess the education committee wants to take the lead on that.
I'd be happy to, yeah. I mean, it seems like there are a lot of waste initiatives going on and you're doing a lot, so since community educating event certainly falls within the community education charter, I'm happy to take that one on
Okay.
and obviously keep you closely in the loop.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. I think that'd be a cool event.
Yep. So the other thing was that EPA grants that I sent you.
Mhm.
I haven't really like looked deeply into it, but I was gonna follow up with Anne and see, you know, if they were planning on applying, or I don't even know, like if we can apply ourselves, like I need to look at the details on.
Yeah, it wasn't, I thought we might be able to, because I mean, are we, no, I guess we're not a nonprofit, we're a committee.
Yeah,
There are definitely things outside of municipalities and waste companies that could apply, but yeah, and there were like two categories. There was one about like actually solidifying the waste stream processes, and one that was more about like outreach and communication, education kind of stuff.
so you think it was just for nonprofits, or yeah, I thought it was for municipalities too.
It is, oh yeah, it is, but it wasn't
Okay.
only for municipalities, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we wouldn't be able to apply. I'll pull it back up. I was also just not really sure what we would use the money for.
So I was thinking, like, since we were talking about expanding recycling in town. Well, I guess I was mostly thinking about the DPW buying recycling bins for people, for residents, instead of that have a lid.
Yeah,
And instead
that are
of
larger.
that are larger, yeah, that are more the size of the trash bins.
Mhm.
And maybe I had talked to Cheyenne before about the blue bin that we have is like, blue is like recycling color, right? So it's like
Yes.
confusing that we have a blue trash bin.
I agree.
And it's also confusing because we use that at the Galvin for recycling, so causing even more confusion. So yeah, I think that, either using that blue bin for recycling and then getting a black trash bin from the town, or just, getting new, like a green bin for recycling or something. But I think that if the town supplied the bin, like a big bin, then more people would recycle.
Mhm.
Because not everybody has bought, a large bin, it's costly. And then, if you don't have a large bin, you're not gonna be saving it up for 2 weeks. So therefore, you're gonna have to just throw stuff in the trash.
Yep.
So that was one thing I was thinking of, talking to the DPW about it, and, telling them about the grants if they don't know about it. Yeah, just need to look further into details.
And the applications are due January 16th. So we have a little time, but not a ton of time, given the holidays and everything.
Anything else that you're looking at be helpful? On that,
Towns and cities, states, tribes, nonprofit organizations, public-private partnerships, or who can, that's who can apply on the education one, on the infrastructure for recycling, towns and cities. That's it, basically, towns and cities. So that one, if it's that piece, not the education piece, then that would be through the DPW.
I mean, technically, we are part of town government, kind of.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Yeah, that's.
And it's across, like, basically all of New England.
So available across New England. How much-
Yeah,
How much is available?
total funding is 40 million. They anticipate awarding approximately 25 opportunities. At least one award per each EPA region. Our region serves essentially New England. 40% of funding will go to disadvantaged communities. grant requests must be between 500,000 and 4 million.
500,000.
A lot of money.
4 million.
Uh-huh.
Let's go from the 4 million.
And they need to be shovel-ready projects that can be completed in 6 to 12 months.
Ours is super easy. Just buy some.
Oh, no, may consider, sorry. All project activities must be completed within 3 years. Sorry, misread. They have a list of, you know, some possible things could be. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah.
Innovation solutions and or programs that provide or increase access to prevention, reuse, and recycling in areas that currently do not have access, including development of and or upgrades to drop-off and transfer stations, blah, 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 blah. Purchase of recycling equipment, including but not limited to sorting equipment, waste metering, trucks, processing facilities, etc. Upgrades to material recovery facilities such as optical sorters, artificial intelligence, development of and or upgrades to composting facilities, development or upgrades to curbside collection programs or drop stations for organics, development of and upgrades to reuse infrastructure such as online reuse platforms, community repair space, food donation, upcycling, staging areas, et cetera, et cetera. So those are the ideas that they're looking for. Bins with lids might be a little
Simple.
too simple for.
Well, it's equipment. It's equipment.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Well, another thing is possible, another possible idea is to expand curbside recycling. Pickup.
Mm-hmm.
That could be, this money could be used for that.
Mm-hmm. Although, would we then, like, for how long? Would that then become something that the town has to pick up the bill for after a certain period of time?
Yeah, but I mean, they would be saving money in trash hauling.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
savings, you know,
Right, demonstrate that, you know, that it is, you know, that we get more recycling when it's weekly.
yes, saving the money in trash and yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, the other thing is like the apartments. But that would be, I mean, that's not something that the DPW can do anything about, it seems like. Because they can't go on private property. So. I think we had talked about in previous meetings about solutions for that.
Mhm.
So, I think it's in the notes.
All right, there was like, like make it a bylaw, make it a requirement of a dumpster permit.
Yeah. Where it is. No, we have it written somewhere. Make recycling part of requirement for dumpster permit. Putting rule in place for new buildings to have recycling. Central town drop off. Ask for public, we already asked for public. Yeah, they didn't really have a answer there. Yeah, I mean, as far as like new buildings, like that would probably be like a bylaw maybe, or yeah, I don't know what that would be. And then the dumpster permit thing. I mean, that would also be like a new building situation.
Well, unless, do you have to reapply for dumpster permits periodically?
Hmm.
I have no idea. I don't know how dumpster permits.
I'm assuming you just need a permit to put a dumpster somewhere and then that's it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not sure quite what the best way to try to move that whole topic forward is, like who in town we would need to talk to about making something like that more required.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think putting the rule in place for new buildings will probably be the first step.
Mhm.
That would be easier than trying to fix established buildings. Right?
Presumably, although potentially less impactful, because how many new buildings, I mean,
Well, they're building,
top of the lake.
yeah. The big one. I think, didn't Julie mention it need to be a bylaw?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we should talk with Julie about like what the right way to go about that one.
Yeah, the other thing that I found out from Anne is, I was telling you that the DPW picks up trash and recycling on like Main Street.
Mhm.
And parks and stuff, so they take it to a sorting facility in Peabody, I think. So it's very confusing on like why they're doing that and not having public do that.
Mm.
And so I'm wondering, like, since they're doing that, is it possible for us to like,
They could arrange with buildings.
yeah, or like there could be a central drop off
Mhm.
for them to just,
Have we explored at all moving the cardboard drop off to not the pit, since the pit will be closed for the winter?
have we talked,
Speaking of central drop off,
I mean, I
I
don't know.
feel
It's-
I
it would
feel
have-
like it came up at some point in one of our meetings.
Yeah, it would have to be somewhere inside, right? Or, I mean, I've never seen where they have it at the pit. Where is it? Is it in a dumpster?
Yeah, there's just a big dumpster, open top dumpster, like right when you drive into the pit. But that's a good point. What happens when it snows? If it's covered in snow, that's probably not good for the cardboard.
Yeah.
Although it must rain and it's still an open top dumpster. I don't know if they cover it or something.
I mean, it could just be, we could just use a regular closed dumpster for it. If there's
Mhm.
like somewhere that has nobody's using the dumpster. So the pit is closed in the winter because it's treacherous to get in there or something.
I have no idea.
They just don't want to open it up.
Well, I imagine people aren't bringing yard waste during the winter.
Yeah, but the cardboard. It's kind of,
It's probably a question for Anne of like, why is it closed? Could it be open a select, even occasional hours for cardboard drop off? Although if we want people regularly using it, occasional hours may not be enough.
when does it open back up? In the spring?
Hang on. In 2022, it opened on April 2nd. And it will be open through December 4th. Oh boy, I better get my cardboard over there before.
You must do a lot of online shopping because I don't have a lot of cardboard.
We don't do that much online shopping, but like we get our cat food and litter and stuff delivered. I mostly just save it. Like, I don't know, it's probably been 4 months since the last time we brought it, so I just flatten it and stick it all in the basement.
I have like so many other things that I save for various things that I think I would not have any room for that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's something we can ask Anne, close to the winter. Yeah, because I'm assuming they bring the cardboard to that place in Peabody when they're bringing the other stuff there.
I would assume so.
All right. Anything else?
I emailed you about the wrappers. So the wrapper box is half full. Jen suggested when I sent her the other updates for the website, Jen said that she was going to send out a reminder like blast on the big email thing that she's able to send out, and asked me when what the end date was on the wrapper recycling. I told her like kind of guess gonna do it till it's full, but probably New Year's. Like by New Year's we should.
Well, I think the email.
The instructions said something like you should
Before
probably send it
Christmas.
back before Christmas or before the end of the year so that you don't forget. It wasn't a hard deadline. I think it was just a like, if you let it go till the spring, everyone forgets about it and throws it in the trash. So
I think we should aim to send it by Christmas.
yeah, so she'll send out a reminder blast on that.
Okay.
See what we get.
And is she gonna not say like, because I don't think we need to say like Halloween candy, it can just be like.
Right, candy wrapper, any candy wrappers.
Yeah. Wow, it's only half full, huh?
Yeah.
But that was a small box.
Well, wrappers take up very little space. They
Yeah.
crunch down real well.
Yeah.
So.
And is it like very visible in the?
Yeah, it's like right when you walk in. It's like right by the reception desk.
Okay.
So you really can't miss it.
Cool. Anything else?
I can think of.
Okay, so our next meeting is uh, well, what did we say? Third Wednesday or something, and we moved it this week because you couldn't do last week, or no, I couldn't do last week. It's third Wednesday, right?
I think so.
So third Wednesday is 21st. And that may not be the best Christmas.
I mean,
week.
that's, I can do that. That's fine with me. I can also do the Wednesday before if that's better.
So our next meeting is the 8th, right? Yeah. Yeah, why don't we do the week before, because I'm not really sure what my plans are that next week.
Okay, so the 14th.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right. Motion to adjourn.
Second. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving. See you soon.
See ya. Bye.